Hi, I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're one of my regular visitors here. And if you are new here, a very big welcome to you. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. So today I'm bringing yet another short heads up video. And the subject for today, I touched on a bit yesterday, the 27th, with Jupiter conjunct the North Node. Today, the 28th of May, I'm looking more deeply at that Sun in Gemini squaring, hard angle, Saturn in Pisces. Now, I haven't talked much about my big boy with the rings, Saturn in Pisces, lately. Saturn has moved quite a way into Pisces. Saturn is at 6 degrees, actually goes retrograde in June, but at this point, still in a forward motion in Pisces. Remember, Saturn in Pisces very much wants to establish boundaries. Now, the ascendant for this event chart is Leo. So we have fixed energy again. You know, we're just moving out of the energy of this fixed grand cross, and here we are with a fixed chart. So we've got Leo on the ascendant, we've got Aquarius on the descendant, and Taurus on the midheaven, and Scorpio down at the bottom on the fourth house cusp, the IC. Saturn in Pisces is in the seventh house of significant relationships, sitting there all alone. Pisces, remember, it's emotion. It's my oceans of emotions. It's movement. It's fluid. It's sensitivity, it's empathy, it's feeling. It has no boundaries. Saturn comes in and says, whoa, we've had enough of that. So, says Saturn, I'm going to establish some boundaries in your relationships. And that's exactly what Saturn is trying to do. Have you noticed how sometimes, you know how people can really encroach into your space? You know, there's something very sacred about that kind of area just surrounding us, where our energy, I mean, it's our aura. And there's a kind of, and some people, I think their auras stretch out further than others. And I know there's a form of astrology, which please don't ask me about because I don't know much about it, but it's called human design. And it is absolutely fascinating. And if you come across any practitioners of human design, I really recommend it. It gives you a very different take on astrology. But they have these different types. They have manifestors, they have generators, they have projectors. Now, it turns out, because I had a friend who did my human design, that I am a projector, which means that I project my energy out to a very wide space. So if anyone comes in, excuse me, uninvited to my energetic space, I don't like it. So have a think about that. I just think with this Saturn in Pisces, you need to think about, what are your personal boundaries? How do you feel if people come into your space? How do you feel if you're in a queue of people and someone seems to be in your space, breathing down your neck? Does it bother you or doesn't it? It's interesting to just kind of look at these things, because it's like, it's about tuning in to really sensing that we have more senses than just our touch, see, hear, feel, smell. We do have this sixth sense. We sense if someone's here, if someone's near us, or if someone's looking at us from, you know, in a queue. We can sense if someone's staring at us. You know, when you're in the car, excuse me, at the traffic lights, and I've done this sometimes. I am naughty, I'm horrible. And I go, and then I can see them getting all kind of edgy, and they're kind of going, and then gradually they have to look. And at that point I go, it's really cruel of me, isn't it? But it's an experiment, and it's really interesting because we do know when somebody is looking at us. So the reason I'm talking about this is because of Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn really wants us to learn about our personal boundaries. And with our energetic boundaries, we need to actually have boundaries in place for them so that we protect our energy. You know how some people can be so exhausting to be in their company, in their presence. And we're talking today about the Sun in Gemini. The Sun is in Gemini, which is all about communication. Excuse me. It's the weather. It's very humid and it makes all the dust in the wind. We've had this Sahara sand that blows in and it all gets... Ugh. Anyway, pardon me. So the Sun in Gemini, right, is about communication. And Saturn in Pisces is about boundaries. So there's something here about, you know, people can get into our minds. They can get into our whole space. So what I'm saying is be aware of the personal boundaries. Sometimes we have to consciously put in place when we're going to meet someone that we know always leaves us exhausted. I'm sure you've all got friends like that, or maybe we do friends, because there's some people you just think, oh my God, that was exhausting. And other people where we feel energized when we leave their presence. Watch out for that today. What or who makes you tired? Because the Sun is keeping us in our thinking. And Saturn is saying, set some boundaries for your feelings and your personal energy. So that's really what I want to say today. Just a kind of short, quick heads up. We've still got Jupiter conjunct that North Node. We've still got Mars in Leo opposite Pluto in Aquarius, retrograde Pluto. So we've still got this fixed ground cross energy, but it is beginning to break. It's kind of like it's starting, it's so, you know, Mars is pushing forward in Leo. Pluto is going backwards in Aquarius, so it's trying to keep up with Mars in Leo going forward. So they're almost both going like that. But actually, of course, Mars wins and Mars will break out of it and really start to move swiftly forward. So this energy is shifting and it will be different in June. Join me for my live. I'm not sure what date I'm doing it. I think I'm going to do it on the 1st of June, actually on the 1st of June in the evening in Central Europe. And I'll put the times for your various time zones. So I'll do my live look at the energy for the month of June as a live stream. So in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me for yet another short heads up video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And also remember to subscribe to my website and that newsletter and that beginner's course to understand your own natal chart a la Penny is going to be ready very soon. So thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.